Okay, I think we are live. Let me just see. I think we're live. Okay. Yeah, we are. Okay, sick. Okay, give me 30 seconds and I just want to log in on my phone. I want to see what the audio quality is like, because I don't have a second monitor, unfortunately. And then once I do that, we can start like actually making music. So let me just wait for it to pop up. Okay, strange, it's not popping up. Let me try through a different site. In the meantime though, how are you guys? I don't know how to do the streamer thing, man, okay? Chill out. Cause yeah, I mean, at least for me, I tried really hard to set this thing up. Now we have like an interface, now we got the freaking Windows XP background. So, pretty cool. But it doesn't look like I can set it up on my phone. So, okay, we'll do it without chat. Okay, no worries. Check this out though. Check this out. Wait, actually, I was about to change the scene, but then I realized I was on my YouTube studio, so that would be bad because I would like leak everything. Okay, there we go. Wait. I think that should work. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it doesn't work on Ableton for some reason. But, okay, there we go. We got the hotkeys and everything, man. All right, so here is what you need to know about today's stream. I am working on a song. It's split up into 3 parts right now. There's like a 1-minute part, which is the verse and the chorus, like the most catchy part of the song, which is pretty simple. That's not too hard to finish. I finished that relatively quickly. Then there is a second part, which is like the bridge, which is over here, which is basically what I'm working on. And there's a third part, which is the ending of the song. And that is what I want to work on today. But the main problem is that my computer just doesn't have enough strength to like, how many tracks do I have? I have 160 tracks just for the second part. So like my computer cannot handle this project. So what I want to do today is I have an hour from this moment and I want to bounce out all the tracks from part 2, take it, compress it into one single file in part 3 just so I can listen to it, so I can compose. And then I want to write the final part of the song. So here's what it sounds like now. I just want to mute my vocals though, because honestly they're kind of bad right now. These are fine. Where are the bad vocals? I think they're here. Yeah, to be replaced. Yeah, I think these are the bad ones. So theoretically, if I play it, you should hear no voice. But you do. Why? Okay, shoot. You get to hear my crappy vocals, man. I'll make sure to like process them really well once that happens. Oh, I think it's because of this probably. Yes. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so our vocals are gone. What this was me trying to do what I said before, where I just like bounce out all the audio, but I forgot to mute the voice track. So we're just going to do that again. So here's what the second part of the song sounds like. And I'm going to record this just so we have all the audio being bounced out. This part might be replaced, I don't know, kind of like video game part. So the verse is coming up.
Out with the old, have you heard the news? The truth is a wolf and it's after my flesh. In with the new, I'm so disabused. The fantasy land that I tried to escape soon. I'll run and I'll run until there's no.
These vocals I'm pretty happy with. Maybe not that part. Okay, yeah. And these vocals are supposed to come in that I just muted. But they're bad, so I'm not gonna play them. Right? Build up to part 3. I guess kind of crazy. Okay. Okay, and this is our part 3. It's very, very, very rough, which is why I want to stream it and work on it today. But I hope that gives you sort of an idea. So basically what we have is like a verse over here, which is the same verse that you hear in part 1, but it's basically glitched out. Then you kind of have like a pre-chorus sort of situation here where it builds up and then it goes out and then it builds up again. And so what I want to do is, since we have all this audio now, I want to start cleaning up this project. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to save this as a new live set. I'm going to save this as part 4 so that everything that we do on the live set is not going to affect part 3, so that we can actually, like, just in case, you know, just in case I don't like the changes that I made. It's a huge project, so it takes a while. Okay, there we go. So we have it saved, and now we're going to basically start deleting everything. At least the things that we don't want to use. So considering there's 160 tracks, this might take a while, which is why I decided to stream it, so that like I wouldn't just be clicking buttons for an hour. Okay, we want to keep this. This is the piano bass, which is cool. I want to have that in the second part. Piano bass, this is like piano chords. What is this? I think we can delete this. Yeah, ain't no need for that. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, like rock guitar. We do not need rock guitar in our course. Cool. This, see ya. I think this is acoustic guitar that I put Redux on. No need for that. If we need new acoustic guitar, we just play it. This is just an empty audio track. Awesome. Who are you? Yeah. This, I do this as like a build up. I go like, and then, yeah. It's layered with strings and everything, so it sounds way better. And I think, speaking of the strings, I think these are the ones that I was talking about. Yeah. I just recorded my voice to make it sound more fun, more layered. There we go, audio 3, see you later. And I'm so happy to do this because I was working on this project for a really long time, and the entire time I was working on it, I had so many audio tracks that like, just moving a single one would cause my computer to freeze up. So I'm so happy because my computer's going to be working way faster. What about this? It's muted, so like, that's so wacky. Yeah, no need for that. See you later. These are, if you're curious where I'm getting the sounds from for this section, it's all audio fonts, basically. I went and I downloaded, I think, SNES audio fonts. I downloaded like RuneScape audio fonts. Audio fonts, Jesus. And yeah, that's how I made that like first section right before we head into the verse. This is a drum loop. This is important. We don't delete this. This was, yeah, Superior Drummer with a bunch of hybrid reverb to make it sound like it's in a room. Just gives it a lot of width. Also important. Okay. You get to hear my vocals. Important. Okay. Pretty cool, but we don't need a beeping Syrian patch. Okay, what is here? Yeah, sure, let's keep it. This is all the chorus, so we like that, we like that. Over here, what is this? Oh yeah, don't need this. This is basically like an 80s synth. And I think like the rest of it, what is all of this? You know what, this is how I'm gonna do it actually. I'm gonna solo all of them and listen. Yeah, just like samples. This is all just like the glitch I did. for the verse. Okay, what is this? Yeah. See you later. Okay, that'll speed things up for sure. This is, I really like this sample, but I wonder if we're gonna use it in the chorus. Probably not. Let's keep it for fun though. Let's keep it for fun. Maybe we will. I'm just gonna delete this because that is the verse. We don't care about the verse because we already have it recorded. Same thing with an empty MIDI track. Okay. We definitely don't need these freaking synth badges. Yeah, and so you can, I hope you can appreciate like how much time I put into this project. I'm just happy to roll it out. Like we're on the last part. On the last push. There we go. That's a pretty cool sound. But alas, we do not like it in our cores. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No. See ya. See you later. Okay, we don't need our verse and bridge vocals. Same thing with these. I think these are just like vocal layers. Okay, now comes the really satisfying part. I think we can delete like literally all of these. Yeah, we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. This. Oops. There we go. See ya. Okay. You see how long that takes? Before it used to, I literally counted when I was at like 160 tracks and I was working on this project. I counted how much time it took for me to delete it, and I think I counted to 15. It is not fun. And so like imagine that amount of waiting just to move a track or just like put an audio effect into a track. I was legitimately like crashing out working on this project. Yeah, there we go. Okay. But yeah, hopefully, it'll be way faster now. What is this? Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. I think I'll keep that. This. No need, no need, no need, no need. Yeah. Okay, no. What is this? Oh yeah, this part is fun, but unfortunately, we do not care for it. Okay. I'm not sure if you can hear, but my dog is barking really loudly right now. I wonder if that's going through the gate. Okay. But after we delete all of this, it comes to the fun part. So that's what I'm looking forward to. You know what we should actually do? We should delete like everything from this section. Because it's the build-up, right? And then we see everything that is empty, meaning, in other words, things that do not have tracks when you hit the chorus. And then we just delete those. We delete all the empty tracks. Yeah, I think that'll speed things up a lot. There we go. Okay, so that's way more apparent now. Okay, all of this we can literally delete, I think. Yeah. See ya. Okay, that's amazing. That's like 20 tracks. Oh man, my Ableton is frozen. That's not good. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, now everything should be faster. Okay, we delete this, this. Okay, and I promise it will get interesting. After like I start working on a track, I just want to have a good basis to start working from, you know? I won't have enough time to finish it today because I have to go to the gym with my friends, but tomorrow I'll probably start working on it again and we'll be able to crank it out. Hopefully with a music video. There we go. That's good. That's good. Okay. Okay. I think honestly, like, that's almost amazing. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, where did the audio track go that we recorded to? Oh no. Okay, guess we're working without a reference. That was very dumb of me. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Wait, we deleted it a little while ago. Hold on. If I control Z, man, I honestly can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. I just want to start working on this next track. I wanted to use it as a reference so that like we can draw on the ideas of the past sections, but maybe that's too ambitious. I'll just try to rely on my memory as best I can. There we go. This. Okay. Cool. My computer fan is working right now, by the way. As in, like, is doing a lot of it.
All this.
Vocals. I don't want to play those during stream because they're not processed, they're nothing. There we go. Okay, and all this stuff is like just rough sketches. Pretty cool. This is basically what the previous course sounds like, but I granulated it, essentially. I put it through texture warp, and then I like played around with, I think it was grain size, yeah. Okay. So, what I want this next section to sound like, the continuation of the bridge, is if you've listened to the Tires album, that, yeah, like that, dude. Because, oh no, I deleted the piano bass. Come on, get back. Yeah, if you've listened to the Tires album, it's so interesting. Like, it's so intricate. It almost feels like a person made two albums, in the sense of you have like a regular songwriting rock album, and then somebody else went over and then put in the same amount of effort that the previous person put into the first album, and then he put that effort solely for just distorting and mangling and messing up the first one. Like, it's a very, very cool listen. And the techniques that they use in that album, I think there was a lot of like bit crushing, there was a lot of chops, like vocal chops, there was a lot of texture warps, very weird like panning stuff, like the vocals would go left and right in the ear. Also, I think they might have used spec ops, I'm not entirely sure, but they definitely used some kind of spectral effect. I can say that for sure, because it just had a certain timbre to it that you can tell after you use spectral effects for a while. Just like I don't know how you'd even describe it, like a shimmery quality. Okay, we don't need this. We do not need this. Okay, cool. Okay, we are almost done, I promise. 30 minutes of like just me deleting stuff and yapping. Awesome. Actually, let me check if anyone said anything. There we go. Okay. Okay, cool. Time to start doing fun stuff. Oh, that sounds crazy. Okay, cool. So we have a transition part here. We have like a big bang part that's like bum ch dum ch dum ch dum dum dum, right? Transitions into here. There's a break, I think, here, just like a little fill. This part plays, as in this part plays, and then yeah, it goes into our course. All right, let's get to work, shall we? I want it to sound super glitchy. Oh, where did we put our? Okay, cool. I think I also deleted my vocals, so after the stream, I'm gonna go back and try to recover them. But for now, we could just work on the instrumental. I'm actually gonna sketch out what the melody is like on a piano. So let's do Control F, bass MIDI, which is a program that I use for like sound font piano sounds. Actually, I have a preloaded one. That'll be faster. There we go. Okay. I just want to sketch out the melody that I'm supposed to be singing here. There we go. Okay. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay. It has to have like a pre-bar. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let me change the grid so that it fits what we want to do. No, a little bit more actually. Even more. There we go. Okay. Come on, I missed it. Okay, there we go. I think this is right. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna set 1 here so that I'm not like working on a skewed graph because I moved everything over. Like so. And I'll turn it up. Or I'll just turn everything down. It's way too loud anyways. You could see my master. I set it to +13, which is not what you're supposed to do ever. Okay. There we go. That piano's super loud. Let me just turn it down. Oh, because it has automation on it. There we go. Yeah, I feel like this is one of my main weaknesses, which is that I'm a messy producer. So I can kind of make everything off of the dome, but then struggle to continue it because like my whole project is a tangle of audio files and tracks and things that I don't remember ever doing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Is that right? Yeah. Still way too loud? Okay. Sure. And I'll listen to it occasionally. So I want this to sound like the Tires record that I was describing. I want it to be very, very granular, very glitched out. So I wonder, what should we start doing first? Oops, dropped my phone. Because if we want to do it like, I'm thinking we go full on like clicks and cuts, glitch sound design. Like I'm thinking Ryoji Ikeda style, you know, where it's basically just like a kick drum and then like really high pitched percussion. Maybe we could try that. We could also go the Tires. You know, for the percussion, we should do like go Ryoji Ikeda mode, but maybe layer it a bit with the percussion that we have already, like with this orchestral stuff. I think that would be a really cool contrast, actually. So I think the main element that is tying this bridge to here together is this break, right? It plays sort of throughout the bridge, and then it goes here. So I think what we have to do is basically find a way to integrate our ideas with the break, because that's like the main element. Maybe make it shorter. Yeah, and then maybe, oh yeah. Okay, I'm hearing something in my head. I'm gonna try to make it. What I'm hearing is like an 808 type kick, where it goes like boom, 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 doom, 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 boom. You know? Yeah. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, I need to update Serum too, or they're gonna find me and punish me. Okay. Okay. Oops. Way too loud. Okay. Let me lower it down an octave because it's a kick drum. Okay. Bum 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 bum. There we go. Yeah, that's the rhythm. Now I also want it to have some like nuance in the way that it plays, so I'm probably gonna do some stuff with velocity. Like I want bum 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 bum. So slightly quieter going down. I'm just pressing Control B, by the way, if you don't know this trick. Anytime you have a MIDI group selected, press Control B, and as you hold Control, let me do that again. You have to select the group first. That was the mistake I was making. So select the velocities that you want to draw on. Then press Control B to switch to pencil mode, or alternatively click here. And then hold Control and draw out the velocity that you want. And then you see how it's going to make a line. So I'm just going to draw it out. I'm just like dragging my cursor and clicking. Let go. And now the velocity saved. So that's just a little tip for you. Okay, here we go. Yeah, and you're not going to hear any change due to the velocity right now because we haven't made any modulations, but once we do, it'll be like obvious. So bum 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 bum. So like this should be quieter. Ba 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 bum, and then this one should be slightly quieter. There we go. I think that's right. Okay, cool. Now let's make our Rio J. Kata style kick drum. I'm just gonna loop this. Any kick drum, of course, needs a coarse modulation going down. Of course, it's just gonna be a sine wave. There we go. That's a good start. I wonder if we can do something with the filter. You know, make it sound watery. Or maybe with a vocoder. That sounds pretty good. Okay. Now, let's do something with velocity maybe. Where is this gonna fit? Maybe drive. And then maybe also on fine. That sounds pretty cool. Oh. Wait, what if we go into like with like really high sine waves, you know? I'm just making a Ryoji Ikeda style track at this point, but what's the point of music if you're not having fun? Okay. You know, like this high. No, bump, 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 bump. Is that the rhythm I was doing? Yeah. Okay, cool. Sorry. Yeah. Ba 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 I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me just set it to sine wave so that it's very glitchy-esque. Even an octave higher, I think. Well, that's an octave too high, I'm afraid. Oh my god, I can barely hear that. Oh, that does not sound good. Wait, I'm curious. What frequency is that? That like makes my head hurt. Oh, wait. That's actually pretty high. I didn't know I could hear that high. 17.4. Okay. Cool. At least like my hearing works. There we go. Let's lower it down a few semitones. I'm pretty sure that's not a pure sine tone. Like it doesn't sound like one, at least to me. Allegedly it is. According to Serum's EQ8. Not Serum's, Ableton's EQ8. Okay, let's see. Maybe we do like a pitch up sort of thing, or instead like we reverse it. So we would have to go to matrix. Yes, matrix, and then I think we can do. There's like a modifier or something, an aux source. No, invert. I think. That doesn't sound like it's doing anything to invert it, I mean. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Okay. That sounds really cool. Okay, now we have this cool stuff going on. What happens if we FM this? Ooh. Whoa, I hear like phasing in my left and right ear, which is not supposed to happen. Oh, maybe it's because of the unison. Cool. We didn't even like do anything with the FM because we set it to B, which was off. Okay, FM sub. Cool. You know what we should do? We should also set this to velocity, and then like it appears when you have a loud note. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna minimize this, and then so I'm hearing da 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 da. This one. Yeah. No. Da 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 da. Yeah. Yeah, but maybe even quieter here and here. And then we'll have to glue compress it because it gets too quiet at the low velocities, I mean. Oh, I love that though. I'm really happy with that so far. Supreme. Okay. Yeah, and it works with the rhythm, because our rhythm is so like simple, I guess. I mean, of the melody of this. Cool. And then what if I have it like panning? What if I have it like spinning around you as it's playing? Pan, pan, pan. Oh, my keyboard is not. It's not doing the things I want it to do. Pan. There we go. Pan. That's so cool. Slow it down, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm thinking like almost like a, not a hard style bass, but like a dark techno type bass, like a sub basically underneath our original Serum bass layer. Maybe, you know what we can do? I heard a lot of dark techno producers do this. They put a reverb, and then filter the heck out of it to get that like low rumbly sub rumble basically. That doesn't sound too good, I have to be honest. That also. And then I think it's you saturate it. So like you saturate it to another dimension. Okay. And then it doesn't sound low. You know what we should do? Because I don't. Maybe I'm thinking maybe we go with a trash route. So I think the issue is the reverb. The reverb just does not want to make a low sub rumble. So why don't we try like our best to make a sub rumble out of this, and then we add a reverb. Okay, I think that's so low that like none of our headphones can play it. Let's see what would be a good reverb. I'm just gonna go to my goat, Air Windows, because these plugins are fantastic. I think they're also struggling to play the sub, which is kind of funny. There we go. Let's cut out some of that sub. I'm gonna set it to like 20. There we go. Lower the bigness so that it's like less spread out. I know you're not supposed to use a plugin like this, but what if we like modulate the bigness on every hit? That sounds very cool. And actually, let's try this. Never mind. This. Yeah. Slightly better. Yeah, and let's see what we can do here. I'm just gonna call it like sub rumble. Cool. So we should finish on 0 so that the sound doesn't like travel everywhere. Ooh. Okay. So that is taking a big room and then shrinking the room. And then that's the sound of a room shrinking, I guess. What if we do the opposite? What if we expand the room? Actually, I like the sound of that more. Ever so slightly. And then at the very end we fade it out. It's like this. Maybe. Yeah. So then let's try this on every hit. Like this. Like so. Okay. Now I just want to copy the automation over and over for every kick. Yeah. Maybe it would have been wiser to do this with like an envelope, MIDI envelope. I think that would have been faster. This sounds very cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Ta-ta-ta-tum-bum. Okay. Oops, we need to click that lock so that we can actually copy automation. That sounds off. That sounds like it's out of time. This kind of sounds like a DigitalDistortion beat. And then what if we like put this through a resonator? I was gonna say Resonator, but it's not Resonator. It's just called, I think, Resonator in Ableton. Spectral Resonator. That's what I was thinking of. So now we want to set it to resonate to the bass of our chord progression, basically. The reason why is because I'm imagining that this sounds kind of like a really distorted 808. Did I mess anything up? There we go. That's better. Okay, so the bass is C. Huh? Where is it playing? Is it ticking? What? Okay, that's really weird. I'm just setting a random MIDI output, and then it's already playing as if it's set to receive the MIDI output, but it's not. Anyways, so the bass is C, E, I think it's F, and then F minor. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, so cool. Let's go down 2 octaves because it's a bass note. Now let's refer to this as bass MIDI. There we go. Wait, no, that's confusing because we have an actual program called bass MIDI. Sub bass MIDI. There we go. Okay. Nice. Now, this is weird because it's supposed to be changing the note, but I only hear it playing an A. There we go. That's twice as fast as I want it to be. Yeah, there we go. Multiply by 2 to make it slower. Whoa. I just heard a weird glitch sound. Okay, cool. Okay, I think it would be even better down an octave. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So, oh yeah, I forgot about this break. Maybe it would be cool if we do have like a very jarring change, like with because the reason why I wanted to have this break here is, as I was saying before, because it's very prevalent in the previous section, so it kind of works as a transition. But if this section is good enough, I think we just say skip the break. I mean, we kind of want to keep the feel of it. Maybe like this is as good as we can get. Glue compressor that. Really squeeze it. Has too much swing, I'm afraid. Okay, and this doesn't sound that good. It's maybe we do like a morph. We can try that. Set it to create an actual bass that plays a bass note. Just basically put serum on this, and then morph the rumble that we have with serum. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, so this is playing. Yeah. That's good. So now we just have to do M morph. There. So let's take input from sub bass MIDI. Oh yeah, I think we have to. Okay, so on the left is A, on the right is B. That's interesting. That's a very interesting sound. I'm not sure if it works though. I think it works. Okay, and then what I'm hearing here as well is, while this is playing, I hear like panned, almost like road chords, like left, right. I'll quickly. That's a really cool sound. I think what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna set it at the rhythm of the sub rumble, so that like there's a better decay going on, because I think that's way too long that it's playing for. Woo! That's cool. I'm noticing it's not following the notes for some reason. Oh yeah, because we didn't change it, of course. Dummy. Me, by the way, dummy, not you. Yeah, that's way better. I don't know what happened there, but that's wrong. Okay. Consolidate everything. Okay, and this F, yeah. That's cool. I think it could be even better though. Whoa. Super low latency, what happens? What if we... No. Oh. Whoa. That's a really cool sound. It's not what we want, but I think that's a cool... I still wanted to have that distinct sub sound though to it, so I think oh, okay, what if we layer this with a sub? We layer this with a sub, group it together, saturate it with a digital clip on top, so that the sub sort of like gives this almost like ring modulation quality to it, where like this layer, it sounds even more, you know what I mean? Even more, like you'll see. I can't really explain it too well, but you'll hear it in a moment. So yeah, group these together, set serum 2. There we go. Okay, now we set it as a sine wave, decrease the random so that it starts at the same point exactly every single time. That's the octave that we want for our sub, okay? Okay, immediately. Now if we set saturated to digital clip. What if we also set this to be ring modded? M ring. Ring modulator, we set this as this. Or maybe even vocoded. We could try vocoding. We do this. Let's try vocoding. Or actually, well, let's play them both together first. It's okay. It's not. I'm not too crazy about it. I really like that pattern though. Vocoder 22 Serum. Ooh, that sounds very cool. But I want more of the character of the original sound. Okay, I see. So we have to decrease the ratio. I see. Whoa. That sounds massive. That's not really the sound of, ooh. Okay, this is playing a distinct note, so I think we set the number of bands that it plays the note that we want it to. So it goes like, I'm running out of options. So we can do like C, E, G for the note, right? That's like really sharp, A flat. That's like kind of B-ish. That's E flat. Oh, this is a really cool sound though. Ooh. Oh, I love that. Okay. We're tossing that out of the window. I love the sound of this. I like that on 3. Okay, and this is the thing that makes it like sound massive, because a sub resonating is just gonna ring on forever. I don't think, yeah. So it's doing something for sure. I think there still has to be some resonance. Whoa. That sounds crazy. What if I actually, yeah, what if I shorten all of the tails by dragging this even further down? If you selected everything, hold Alt, and then drag down ever so slightly. Oh, does not do it for everything? Okay. I stand corrected. Yeah, I like it way better as this. Okay, cool. You know, let's just like render this out so that we have it, and then yeah. I think I got caught sound designing for way too long, so I might not even like get a decent amount done, but I'm happy with this. Okay, cool. Just really quick. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go in like 2 minutes, but before that, What's the last thing that we can do? I really want to get this sound down. I think we can do something with like a vocoder. Okay. What did we try? We tried a morph, we tried vocoder, we tried resonance. None of them worked because all of them made the sound like super massive. So let's try to make the sound super small first. Okay. That's way shorter. Okay, cool. And let's do a vocoder. Vocoder. And this is the last thing. I promise. And then the stream will be over. So let's do it. Set input from 22, serum, there we go. And honestly, man, let's just roll the dice. It's not doing a whole lot. Ooh. Okay. I like this a lot. It might also be because it has so little harmonics, so it has nothing to go for, you know? So maybe we add a saturator on this. Just crank it up. There we go. Ah, we should have decreased the release too. I think that's way better. Okay, one last thing. I'm kind of addicted. I hear a really high like sine wave that's like at the very top. We have that kind of already, but it's more of in a rhythm. I just want something to fill out the air. So there we go. Like so. And this might be too fast, I think. Oops. It is not too fast though. It is too loud. Okay. Yeah. Sorry for your ears, by the way. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. And then one last thing, which is just ring modulated to make it sound like very digital. Whoa. Ooh, I really like that. Cool. Let's do that. Let's set a LFO to modulate the frequency. Not this one. There's a frequency here. This one. Yeah, exactly. I like at the very end, it's like joy. You know what I mean? It's, yeah, when it goes here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Shifter. To make it even more high pitch. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and I think, I'm afraid that's as far as I can go with this track. But thank you for tuning in, and it's been fun.